Subscribe to Feminism in India for your dose of intersectional feminist content and make sure to hit the bell icon to get all the latest updates.
Did you know that 21 of the world's 30 highest air polluted cities are in India? According to the World Health Organization, air pollution can affect our health in many ways. For example, in the form of heart disease, respiratory disease, or even lung cancer. People who are already suffering from poor health, children, and the elderly are at the highest risk of experiencing air pollution's most adverse effects. But were you aware that the health outcomes influenced by air pollution are also gendered? Silent miscarriages and maternal health. Now we all know that a miscarriage occurs when a fetus has died. It usually has overt symptoms like vaginal bleeding or cramping that indicates that a miscarriage has taken place. But what is a silent miscarriage? A silent miscarriage is one where the fetus has died but the body is yet to expel it. While we haven't reached one fixed cause underlying silent miscarriages, a lot of research does show that highly polluted air can put women at risk for having one. Silent miscarriages correlated with air pollution is especially found to affect expecting mothers over the age of 39, working class women, as well as farmers. Air pollution can also affect maternal health in other ways, such as increasing the risk of premature birth, as well as other complications that may arise during pregnancy. It is estimated that in India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh, air pollution may have contributed to up to 29% of the total pregnancy losses. South Asia is also estimated to be one of the most polluted regions in the world, therefore bearing the brunt of pregnancy loss due to air pollution across the globe. The exposure of PM 2.5 to a pregnant woman actually increases the likelihood of preterm birth as well as low birth weight. This in turn can cause several health and development issues throughout the baby's life. According to a Greenpeace report, approximately 2 million preterm births can be attributed to the fact that pregnant women are being exposed to PM 2.5 pollution from fossil fuels. Pollution, women, and minorities. Even within the population of women, not all of them are exposed to the same risks that air pollution brings. Their experiences and health outcomes are neither universal nor equal. Women with considerable privilege can more successfully evade the risks that air pollution brings, for example, by not having to step outside of their house for work or by being able to afford air purifiers. However, in extremely polluted cities like Delhi, a lot of these pollutants can still find their way into their body and create discomfort. So what does this mean for women with lesser privilege? Systemic discrimination carefully keeps certain sections of society poorer and therefore in worse working conditions than others. This means that minorities and people from oppressed castes are most likely to be confronted with the slow poison that is air pollution, in return for an abysmal amount of money that they are paid for their painstaking work. Women in sanitation work, domestic workers traveling for work every day, among others, are likely to be highly affected. As most instances of crisis, climate justice and air pollution are also far from being gender neutral. Women bear disproportionate consequences of air pollution, and even more so if they come from rural areas. Now, even in something as commonly experienced as air pollution, we cannot forget to have an intersectional lens. We must remember how caste, class, disability, and other forms of systemic discrimination keep some sections of society more vulnerable to air pollution than others. We must stop looking at cycles and public transport as the last resort that we head to due to lack of affording power. We have to stop looking at them as concerns about status and more about concerns about health and freedom of movement for all. After all, there is no sustainability without equity.